We did start the construction of the Aquatic Center last week. I don't think there's a patch of ground that hasn't been turned over yet. They've pretty much ripped up the entire spot. The parking lot on the north side is well underway. The excavation work is completed, and as of today, I believe they have about 75% of the first lift in, which is the thicker lift that have to be installed, and then they're hoping to get the final lift, which is a 4-inch lift, done before they rotate out on Wednesday. That's being done by Maple Leaf. On the back half of the site, that's the pool excavation. So there's a big hole where the pool is going to be, and that excavation will continue. The piling company, the sub-piling company, will be up later this week to start driving piles. So the 2023 outstanding street renewals, of course, are Thompson Drive from the highway, kind of Mystery Lake Road at the Best Western, all the way up to just beyond Lynx Crescent, as well as Juniper Drive from where they left off last year, which was kind of at Spruce, all the way up to almost Selkirk. So those were the remaining roads from 2023. Roads, Maple Leaf is fully underway, working on Thompson Drive. We have had to close lanes, and we are making our best effort to make sure communications are out when we do have to close portions of the road for the safety of those working. They're focusing on curb removal on Thompson Drive. They'll be shifting over and potentially starting some curb removal on Juniper before they leave, weather dependent. 2024 roads include Westwood Drive from Char Bay to Sauger Crescent, so that's the area that Accurate trenched up last year. In the Westwood area, it also includes Pintail, Sandpiper, and Mallard, Seal Road, and Grey Wolf Bay. Some of the Accurate team has been up daylighting some of the water lines, valves, buried infrastructure to check alignments. They will be up to site starting on June the 6th and are working a 21/7 rotation. They're not planning to start any drilling until Monday the 10th, and they will be focused on the south side of Westwood. So that's the area between Char Bay and Thompson Drive. Back in October of 2022, Council had approved through resolution a agreement to enter into a cost-sharing agreement to cover phases 2 and 3 of the project. The total cost of that agreement was $14 million. Phase 2 of the agreement was Westwood Drive, which that work was tendered and awarded in 2023. However, we put Phase 3 on hold. Phase 3 was the work for Centennial East and Dominion Bay. We are now in a position to tender Phase 3, and we're going to package it with Phase 4 and do two of the phases in one tender. So Phase 3, as I mentioned, was Centennial East and Dominion Bay. Phase 4 is Centennial West, Confederation, and a small section of Elder Bay, Elder East, I believe it is. So if you look at a map, that's all kind of in one straight up neighborhood. In order for Manitoba Water Services Board to tender both 3 and 4 together, we have to amend our services agreement, because remember, that only covered Phase 3, not Phase 4. So they've provided us with a draft cost-sharing agreement that's part of your package tonight that would basically make the sum of Phases 2, 3, and 4 $21.25 million. Now, Council, you've already approved $14 million in the past, so really the delta is $7.25 million. And that amount has already been identified as part of the preliminary capital budget for 2024, so the funds are already in place. So, and I have also added in the memo that based on our cost-sharing formula, the city's portion to cover that $7.25 million would be $1.933 million. So I guess tonight I'm looking for approval from the committee to move this forward to Council next week for a resolution to allow administration to enter into this agreement, therefore allowing us to tender Phase 3 and Phase 4 of that construction project. The tender documents are 95% ready, Deputy Mayor. Really, it's just entering the dates for when we'll post it, when we'll close it. Like
So
the drawing packages are there, the tender documents have been drafted. Really, it's the resolution that we would need. I don't feel that it would. Again, it's in Manitoba Water Services Board wheelhouse, but I can't see that take more than a week after resolution to tender it. We're late from past years, but again, talking to Water Services Board and some of the contracting firms that are out there, they feel that if it is, out by say the latter part of June, that there is a likelihood that they would be able to start some of the work towards the end of this summer. Again, depending on who gets it. So ISIP projects cover phases 1 through 7.
Okay.
So we are looking at phases 5, 6, and 7 now. The way Manitoba Water Services Board laid out their work is that their first engineering package was a preliminary design of all 7 phases and detailed design for phases 1 to 4. So we're coming up to that end of that detailed design right now, and I'm working with Water Services Board to get the detailed design for phases 5, 6, and 7 ready to go. So yes, we are working on that, but we have the additional step of having to award it to an engineering firm in between.
Okay.